Hello guys.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial we are looking at this KGF movie poster in Photoshop. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like all my videos, share, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. So let's jump straight into the layer section. So as you can see, this is my screen, or this is the screenshot of the entire work I created in Photoshop. Before we start that one, we should look at the images I used for this photo manipulation work. So this is the image 1 and this is the image 3. This is the image 4 and this is the image 5 that I used in this particular photo manipulation. So let's quickly turn off the visibility of the screenshot and open this particular folder. Let's scroll it down, and as you can see, this is the first layer, which is the background layer, and this is the second background, which is the image that I downloaded from the internet. So this is it. Just take this particular image and drop it right over here. So after dropping my background, what I did next was to bring this photo, Ctrl Z. I brought it inside Photoshop. I transform it and got this particular shape or the blending that I was looking for. So after this image, what I did next was to import the subjects to the artboard or to the artboard. Okay, so don't worry guys, I'll make sure I'll leave all the images or the stock images I use for this particular photo manipulation so that you guys can download it and use for your work. So after bringing in my subject, what I did, how I added next was the color balance. So this is the color balance that I added. The mid-tones is at plus 24, the magenta is -1, the yellow is -17. After that, the shadows, the cyan is 13, and the yellow is -13. After that, I added a highlight to it, so the cyan is at plus 11 and the yellow is -7. Okay, that is it for the color balance. So to get the color balance, what you have to do is to go to the adjustment layer, look for color balance, which is this particular one, click on it. So let's quickly delete this since I have it already. So after the color balance, what I did next was to add color lookup to my images. So this is the color lookup that I went in for. They have default color lookups here. You can download some and load it. So this one's right over here. So this is the futuristic bleak 3DL that I chose for my work, and after choosing that, I can double click on it and change the underlaying layer. To change the underlaying or to separate the underlaying layer, to split this arrows into two and drag the half to the white side. After that, this is what I got. So let's click OK. So after the color lookup, I went in for the photo filter, and with the photo filter, this is what I got. I chose the first one right over here, and I increased my density from 25 to 38%. So that's it for the photo filter. After the photo filter, I went in for gradient map. So let's look at the colors that I chose. This is the color I chose for the gradient lookup. When you go to the blue side, this is the colors that I choose. So let's cancel it So after choosing the color for the gradient map, what I did was to change the blending mode from normal to saturation. So that is what I did. So after changing the blending mode from normal to saturation, I created a vector mask for it, and then picked the brush to erase some parts that I don't like from the gradient map. I erased that particular places. So after erasing that particular places, press tap V on your keyboard to change to the move tool. After changing it to the move tool, double click on the gradient map, and as we did for the color lookup, do the same thing for the underline layer. Make sure you tap on Alt and split this to two. Separate the half to the white side. After that, while separating, you'll be checking how your work will look like. After that, you click on OK. Since I have it already, let me go back to the color to the gradient map. So after the gradient map, what I did was to do a screenshot from the gradient map to the background. So to create a screenshot for your work, what you have to do is to tap on Control Alt Shift and E. Okay, so this is the screenshot we got from the gradient map to the background. So what I did next was to go to filter, select the camera raw filter, okay. So after selecting the camera raw filter, this is the interface that you see. So what I did next was to go to the effects tab and adjust the vignetting to minus. So as you can see, it's adding black shadows to the edges of the image. So whilst you are adjusting it to your left, from where I'm sitting is my left, so adjust it to minus 36, and that's okay. So after that, you come and add details to your work. So add sharpen like 39, noise reduction 14, color noise 11. After that, click on OK. So since I have it already, let me activate mine and move on to the next effect. So what I added next is the fire PNG. So this is the fire. So this is how it will look like from normal to screen. So this is how it looks like after changing it from normal to screen. So our next thing is the KGF text. So after typing KGF, the font that I used was water splashed. After that, I added this effect to it. So let's explain the effects. But before the effect, let me explain the KGF font, or how I created the font. So after typing KGF, I converted it to a smart object. So right click on that and select smart object. After selecting on smart object, double click on the effects, or select this FL and choose any of the effects here, and it will open this box for you. So let's go to the bless and embold. This is the effects that I did right over here. After that, I went to the texture to pick the water texture, adjust the depth to plus 215 and the scale to 97%. After that, what I did next was to add stroke to the effect or to the text. After adding stroke to the text, I moved on to the gradient overlay. I chose my color for the gradient, and I did some few adjustments right over here. And what I did next was it was not reversed. I reversed the color. As you can see, when I click on reverse, this is how I get. So I reverse the color from top to bottom. and you can do more than that. So after the gradient overlay, I move on to the drop shadow. I extend the size to 213 pixels, spread 24, distance 26, the opacity is at 100, the blending mode is at normal, and that's it for the effects. So after that, what I did next for the two, I copied the effect from the KGF and I pasted it right under the tool. So that's it. So before we continue, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like all my videos, share them, and don't forget to press the notification icon. Let's move on to the next thing, which is the test one. So this is the test one. As you can see, I changed the blend mode from normal test to the overlay so that it will blend with the background for me. So after that, because I want it to be visible a little bit, I duplicate it so that you see the test right under the KGF tool. So after that, I brought in this test, which is the chapter, on top of the tool, and after typing the chapter on top of the tool, the fonts that I used was Open Sans font, regular, that I used for this chapter. Also after that, I added some brightness to it, which is 13. I increased the brightness to 13, and that's it for the main work. So guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like all my videos, make sure you share them, and if you don't understand anything, leave your comment in the comment section below.